Hey y'all, I am headed to my chicken coop to make sure the girls have access to their water. It's not frozen, and it's kind of cold. I put kitty litter up here and down here so I could get to the grass to walk to the coop because the sidewalk is ice. But the ground was covered, but it's not now. Even though it says it's 19 degrees, it's almost looked like it melted. Okay, so I'm at my coop, and they're in the coop. That's their run, but they're in the coop. I can hear them, and they're smart. It's cold. There's not even any birds in their little yard eating the leftover corn. I hear them. Good morning, mamas. Good morning, mamacitas. Hi. How you like this weather? Huh? How you like this weather? Is your water frozen? Let mama see. Let me check. Let me check. It is not. Yay. Did anybody for grands lay an egg? Say, heck no. It's too cold. Give me an egg. No eggs. You're fired. All of you. All of you are fired. I'm getting 3 eggs a day, and we have none so far. I'm going to give you grace because it's 9 o'clock in the morning. Do y'all want some corn? Hey, Babu. Hey, Miss Babu. You know what? It doesn't feel bad in their coop at all. But I've got 2 heat lamps on. It says it's 19 degrees outside, so let's see what it is in here. It's 32, so, and they're fat, fluffy chickens, so they're good. I do want to give them heat, though. I know a lot of people don't do heat. They say they just don't, and they're fine. But come on, just give them a little warmth. I don't want them to get sick, and I know they're just chickens, but they're my baby girls, and I want to take care of them. And they kind of like the heat. Sometimes I come out here and they're all just sitting here under the heat lamp, so they must enjoy it, and I don't mind turning it on for them. It's on a timer, actually, so it stays on during this kind of weather 24/7. Look at them. I gave them corn. Well, I'm getting corn, and they're eating it out of my little bucket. But I'm going to take it and put it in the run. It's still sheltered and covered, but I don't want food in here because we have little mice friends, and I don't want them in the coop. Their water thing, even though it's up against the coop wall, and it's in a protected run, as you can see, it still froze. So I unfroze it. But they have water in the coop if this freezes. Oh my gosh, it is frozen. And my hands are frozen. So I brought them corn out here, and they can scratch around and entertain themselves. Chickens get bored. And then if they get bored, they start picking on each other and fighting. So they're like little kids. You gotta entertain them. Y'all hear that? It's sleeting like crazy. Well, yeah, it's still gonna be ice for days. But anyway, okay, I've taken care of them. There. seem to be content scratching around. 2 of them went back in where the heater is, so I think it helps. But I'm thinking my little water, which this little contraption right here was not cheap, and I thought it would keep the gunk out and keep all the debris and the rats and just everything. So I bought them a food one, which is really great. This I'm still kind of like not a fan of it, but now what I've wanted it to do all summer, it's now doing in the dead of winter. It's looks like it's dripping water, and that tells me I think something is busted in those, because it didn't do that in the summer and now it's doing it, and I don't want it to. So problem ahead, I'm sure. Anyway, that's my girls. And are you Thelma or are you Chrissy? I mean, are you Janet? Where's Thelma? Thelma's smart. She's mean, but she's smart. She's in there staying warm. All right, girls, I'm going in the house. My hands are cold. So I have one girl that just went behind the polka dotted curtains. So we're going to have eggs. Yay. Even in the cold, they're going to lay me some eggs. You can tell how fluffy they are puffed up because they are cold. And hopefully these heat lamps will keep them somewhat comfortable. All right, ladies, be good girls. Okay, I'm through doing my chores. I'm going in. It's sleeting again, and they're not coming out. Even the birds aren't out here, because I usually have corn all over the place out here. Pool's running. It's been running all night, really. And there's my garden, waiting for me to plant for spring. It's gonna be a while. It's cold, people. I think it's 19 degrees. I am so thankful that I loved my job prior to real estate, but I'm so thankful that I don't work in the hospital anymore, because this weather here, I worked in the lab. I was a medical technologist, and if the weather was bad and you were scheduled to work, what you had to do is pack a suitcase and take it with you when you went to work, because you stayed at the hospital. If you couldn't go home, you stayed in the hospital. And when I lived in Tyler, they actually had a cab pick me up. Now we have Uber, but back then we had cabs. They had a cab pick me up and take me to UT out on the Gladewater Highway to work. And I spent the night in a hospital room that they had for the workers that couldn't make it home. And I don't miss that, because, wow, I mean, you could be there for days. And I like the fact that selling real estate, I can still work, still take care of my clients, as long as I have Zoom. Of course, times have changed. We didn't have Zoom back then. But, and no one would want you working in a lab on the Zoom because you had to do blood work for them, and that wouldn't work at home. So here, being a realtor, I'm able to work from home even in this crappy weather, talk to my clients face to face through Zoom, and do everything I need to do, plus take care of my home, take care of my pets, and all that in this job, which I love.